recently I've wanted to start my own game development company, but I don't want to put in the work of making a good game. So I've come up with a simple 3-step plan of how to make my game be Game of the Year in an instant. Copy, people!
Game bandwagons have been around for ages, dating back to the arcade era. Back then, there normally were a few different bandwagons. You had your shooter games, your fighting games, racing games, and early platformers. Now, this doesn't really show off the game bandwagon well. You still had many different genres, but in the NES era, everyone was saying,
I love platformers!
Yeah, platformers basically flooded the market this time, and that all started because of a small game called Super Mario Bros. Don't know if you know of it. And platformers stayed as the bandwagon through the SNES and the PlayStation 1 era. But in the PlayStation 1 era, some things changed. A new genre was starting to get popularized, and that was the FPS. We started getting stuff like Medal of Honor and Rainbow Six. Then, in the next console generation, we had the double bandwagon. Everything was either an FPS game or a platformer. That's it. You get amazing games such as Sly Cooper, Ratchet & Clank, Call of Duty, Halo. Some of these games even went on to become staples in modern console libraries. Now, the 7th generation of consoles was the end of platformers. Really. A few showed up like Cameo, or on the Wii you had Mario, but for the most part, the bandwagon was FPS games. You had new Call of Duties every year. Battlefield attempting to do that as well. Halo 3 and 4, Gears 1, 2, and 3, the list goes on. But there was a sub-bandwagon in this genre. Zombie FPS games. Yeah, we saw a buttload of these games come out, mostly starting with Call of Duty Zombies. But towards the end of the generation, a glimmer of hope appeared. A new game came out that introduced open-world RPGs to a whole new audience. Skyrim. Now finally, we're at the current console generation, and open-world adventure games run supreme. You have the Far Cry series, Zelda Breath of the Wild, The Witcher, Just Cause. Basically everything's becoming an open-world game, and that's both good and bad. Bandwagons in general are good and bad. On one hand, you get some really cool and creative takes on popular genres, but on the other hand, you get the same old game rehashed multiple times, over and over again. And this has always been a problem in gaming.
No, it's not super surprising that companies go with the bandwagon, especially when it seems to be printing money. Speaking of money, just got the letter from the Game of the Year Foundation. It's time to see if I won. Okay, boy, here we go. Shit!